bad guy ambush. So we're still waiting on him. Oh. So no, okay. 2, 3, 0. 1, 2. Alright, okay. Down. 2, 3, 0. 1, 2. That came through, yeah. Mr. Meatballs. Wow, I have not been able to sleep this bed. Thank you so much. The amount of subscribers we got in just like, what, almost a month? We got 8 subscribers.
I am. Guess who's back?
Alright, Mr. Maples, I am starting the recording. Say hello to Mr. Maples, everyone.
What?
I'm recording right now. So yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Say hello. I got the notes. I put it in chat. But I keep doing that.
Alright. Let's go.
Let me.
I'll guard. I mean, I'll be on the lookout.
Come on.
Hey, big boy! Hey, big boy!
Oh my gosh.
Let's hope Mr. Jeffy is selling whatever he's selling. There's a rush, I think. Oh no!
Dang it.
No!
I seem to have trouble with the rush. We'll always flicker when it is near. Wherever this happens, find a hiding spot. But there's a problem, I gotta find a hiding spot.
I thought this was one right here. Come on, Alicia, come back to life!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm?
He's only forgetting I have no weapon.
Quickly!
Oh, good nap. What happened? Where am I? Dang it.
Screw you, you eyeball looking thing. I don't like you. I don't like you eyes.
Humans. Ooh, okay. Very nice, very nice. I'm on my way. I have absolutely no items.
Nah.
Humans. Yo, what's up, man? Okay. Alright. Only thing I really
Got enough
got
for
are
a pig?
diamonds and what? There you go, my guy.
Sorry, Jeff. I can't give you anything. Oh.
You see that dude just do the all the good eats home, right?
Is he talking about, Dread?
Yes, home. He's talking about home.
Dread. Dread has been fed and he's eaten in his bed. I don't like that because it's not good for you. Oh dear,
It's
Dread.
home. No, the one in
I
the
know.
dining room.
Yeah,
Ah,
Halt's the one
yeah,
who
lock it.
screeches at you and and
Yeah,
hit you up with the.
Yeah.
Hi.
60.
Hi? Uh-oh. No, no, no.
No. No, we have to go down.
Oh! Ah.
You know this about to be long. It's weird.
Mommy, Daddy, the evil Screech guy bit me.
You want a root beer or?
Give me that.
Me? I never. Okay, let's go back.
Luckily, guide will help us. Guide doesn't even hit.
Don't worry, with our guide, he'll always guide us away. Guide's not even here. 62. Oh my gosh.
62.
It's fake.
It's definitely not 64. It's 63. Uh-oh. Get in the locker quickly.
Don't worry, I'll lock.
Go, go, go!
Don't worry, I'll lock. This way. Okay. Down. Move up. 64. 5.
I'm really trying to save this crucifix for figure. Another one! Get the corner! Corner! Corner!
Dang it.
Wait, can I revive you? Ah.
I'm out of revives.
You don't know nothing about corners, do you? Don't worry, Don't worry, I'll bring you back to life. With some... you don't know what one. Elevator! Wait, what?
Yes, the dual elevator.
Hello? Why was there 2 rushes? Hello? I'll be your, what does it say? Just looks at the files. Killer fish for the evening. Ooh, wow. Dun 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 dun. I am super rich.
Undetectable and kind of makes you invisible. No, there isn't going to be a snake joke. I already did that with noob.
What?
It also adds a lunge to your
I don't
dagger,
like
but
you.
I never
Good.
really use it, so. Yeah, I know I'm shit.
not
Don't be mean to
nice.
me. Summary,
don't care.
he's a sneaky little c***. Ritual just sets you down spawn
Where the
points.
hell
So
is
if you fill your ablation meter and you die, you'll just respawn back there. Or you respawn back there when
I
you're
don't?
LMS. Oh, and also, those wings
You
and hell
don't
he gets on his second life.
apologize,
Yeah, that's his flesh and
then
bone.
I'm not your friend.
And he's still smiling. This kinky, masochistic
not your
bitch. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks Kitty for the super thanks, and thanks to all my channel members. See ya. 2 times.
It's been a while since I've done regular maintenance on my Lego refrigerator, and it's showing. This door won't quite close all the way. Time to do some troubleshooting. At first I thought it was because the party was getting a little too rowdy inside, but I don't think that's the case.
Not
I
even
mean,
my
there's a
friend.
cellist.
Oh, yeah?
How many
Oh,
Rockets
this is what-
parties have you
what?
been to where there's a
Over
cello?
this.
Maybe these
Nah.
condiment shelves are blocking it? Nope. Maybe these chicken wing flower pots
You
are
are
a
my
little too
friend.
close to the edge. Get out of
Clear.
there. That's not it either. So I think what's happening is that the door to our crisper drawer / swimming pool comes out a little
have to
too far. I
run,
think there might be stuff stuck under there. So let's just pull this out. I don't remember how I built this, but it's pretty sturdy though. This is why you need to regularly clean out your fridge, because now I'm gonna have to take these doors off. Take the other door off, go ahead and carefully remove this roof. I hope this isn't disturbing the party. You guys good? They didn't say anything. And now I think I'm gonna have to separate it right there. Usually a brick separator is all I need to take apart models, but sometimes we pull out the metal tool. Please consult your parents or a certified lumberjack before using a sharp chisel. We should be able to get right in there. We just need it started. And now we'll just drag a brick separator, loosening it up as we go. Fun fact, this advice applies 1-to-1 to real refrigerators too. And then we should be able to just peel this. That wasn't right. My
crap.
grandfather was literally a refrigerator repairman. I should be better at
man.
this. There we
Uncle
go.
Webber. god.
Oh, there's a lot of water trapped back here. And also, Garrett the Carrot, how long have you been back there? I'm sorry about
What if
that,
I turn
man. Let's
around?
put you back with your friends.
Who's
We
gonna
built a quick
stop?
dehumidifier to clear out some of this moisture, but it was taking too long, so I just end up dumping it out. And now we can put it all back together. Carefully.
Me, I have a family.
Perfect. Doors and the roof. Taking care once more to be very gentle. And now finally our refrigerator doors should close flush. I'd say it's as good as new, but I just noticed the ice dispenser is dispensing black and orange ice, and that can't be right. I'm not done with this yet. Yeah! It's been a while since I've done regular maintenance.
Stupid hole.
Damn, Daniel!
What the? What do you expect me to say? Nani?
Medic! You are such a bad doctor!
What if I want them to kill me? What if I want them
Oh,
to
I see you looking. Wunderbar!
Hey, buddy. What? Guess what?
That heavy's a spy! Abos, babos. Oi!
Guess what? What?
Get you pot-bellied
Chicken-
laddies! What's up, Doc?
Chicken.
You are stupid! Take that!
Chicken.
We all know Aspor
Chicken.
drives a truck, but there's a
Chicken.
world where he saves the Spider Team from Into the Spider-Verse. Don't believe me? Well, watch this.
Buckle up, guys. This is gonna take a while.
Chicken Hut. Because you wanna go to.
We all know Aspor drives
the
a
hut?
truck, but there's
Gentlemen, I have come to say the N-word. No, Spy, don't do it! Don't say the N-word!
What do you have to
Don't worry, Scout. He can't say the N-word anymore. That's what you think, but I have also come to say the N-word. No, Spy, don't do it! You don't know what you're messing with!
What's the dumbest rule a daycare has enforced? I got a call from the daycare saying my 4-year-old daughter Hazel was burning up with fever. But when I went to pick her up, daycare's director blocked me at the entrance. I'm sorry, Mr. Fisher, but I cannot release Hazel to you. You're not authorized for emergency medical pickup. It took me a second to understand what she just said. What are you talking about? I'm literally her father. She's sick and she needs my help. Mrs. Patrick pulled out a thick binder labeled emergency protocols and started flipping the pages. Our insurance policy is very clear. In medical emergencies, children may only be released to the primary guardian. The primary listed is her mother. You are secondary. She showed me the form like it was federal law. I explained that her mother and I were divorced. I had weekday custody. Her mother was 2 states away, and that Hazel needed my help ASAP. I understand, she said, not moving from the doorway. But our liability insurance is clear. No exceptions. The rules protect our license. Through the window, I saw Hazel curled up in the sick room, face bright red, and clutching her stomach in pain. She saw me and reached out crying. Daddy! Mrs. Patrick yanked the blind
I
shut.
love
You need her
this
mother's approval before you can pick her up. I tried calling Hazel's mother 3 times,
Dude,
but it kept going to
you're
voicemail.
supposed
So I
to be
started arguing with the
scared.
director again, begging her to let me in. 20 minutes passed, and this meathead woman still didn't understand what was at stake here. Through the door crack, I saw Hazel barely conscious with a red rash covering her neck. She's had a dangerous fever for an hour. Just let me take her to the hospital, I pleaded. Protocol is protocol,
Dude.
she replied. These rules exist for a
The
reason.
whole
Enough
point
is
of
enough,
this
I told
is to
myself.
be
My daughter's life
scared.
was in danger, and this woman blocking my path was obviously mentally ill. I pulled out my phone and dialed
yeah?
911
Wanna know?
right there in front of her. I
You
need
wanna
police
know?
assistance at this daycare. Mrs. Patrick went pale when she realized what I was doing. Sir, we're just following protocols, she stammered, but I kept going. My 4-year-old has a really high fever, and they won't even let her father take her to a doctor. The dispatcher heard a child's life was in danger and immediately labeled my case as a priority. Once the officers arrived, I showed them my custody papers, license, and Hazel's birth
Can you
certificate. They
at
looked at
least
Mrs.
say
Patrick
anything
like
else
she was
and no?
dumb. This is his child. He has legal custody today. Release the child immediately. But our insurance protocol explicitly states, your insurance protocol doesn't override law, the officer interrupted. Refusing to release a child to their legal guardian is custodial interference. Open the damn door. Mrs. Patrick fumbled for keys, muttering about liability
Boy,
forms.
you
They
gotta
escorted
get
me
this
inside where I
boy.
finally scooped up Hazel, but she was in bad shape. Her skin was burning hot. Her hair was matted with sweat, and that red rash was now covering her neck and chest. I rushed to the ER as fast as I could, but the doctor's expression turned grave when he examined Hazel's rash. This is scarlet fever. See the sandpaper texture? My heart felt like it had stopped. How serious is it, doctor? It's hard to say. If this had gone untreated another 2 to 3 hours. She paused. Scarlet fever causes rheumatic fever, permanent kidney damage, heart valve problems. You should be prepared. They rushed her away for emergency treatment. The next 12 hours were the longest of my life. Monitors beeping, nurses rushing in and out, kidney function tests every few hours. I couldn't leave her side, holding her tiny hand while she fought through the fever. Then, the daycare called my phone. Did they want to apologize? Did they want to ask if my daughter was all right? Nope. They just wanted to know if she would be back Monday. I heard that and felt my patience physically snapping in half. I waited for Hazel's mother to arrive, then drove straight to the daycare with a diagnosis, papers, and photos I'd taken of Hazel, hooked up to all those machines. Mrs. Patrick was at her desk, looking surprised to see me. Oh, Mr. Fisher, you're back. Will Hazel be returning next week? I slammed the hospital papers on her desk. Tell me something. Is your insurance more important than my daughter's life? Her smile faded as she read the words, scarlet fever, on the diagnosis. Sir, I was just following our insurance requirements. I pulled out my phone, showing photos of Hazel unconscious with tubes and wires. This is
Okay,
what your
you gotta
insurance
be kidding
policy did to her. Parents started gathering with horrified looks. Sir, please, let's discuss this privately, Mrs. Patrick whispered, seeing the crowd forming. No, everyone needs to know you valued a form over a father's custody rights. The doctor said 2 more hours hours and we'd be looking at organ failure, maybe death. A mother gasped, pulling her child closer. Mrs. Patrick was still stammering about liability and procedures, about protecting the facility from lawsuits. You were so busy protecting yourself from imaginary lawsuits that you got a real one for child endangerment, I replied. Maybe next time, trust that a father knows when his daughter needs help. The daycare ended up going bankrupt and shutting down after they paid out the settlement fee in our lawsuit. And Hazel, she made a full recovery, though those hours in the hospital still haunt me. What's the dumbest rule a daycare has...
So can you understand? I will be back. Everyone shall continue watching. You may talk to the viewers while I
Okay, so hey chat, my name is Mr. Maples. I have a YouTube channel that you should definitely check out. Also, make sure to check out, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. My friend would really appreciate it. I almost just died. Oh, so natural. Anyways. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button. I really hope, I really am sure my friend would appreciate that and would be very happy if you would. So, hit that like and subscribe button and be cool. Oh no, it's Figure! Ah! I should run. Oh, what? Beef jerky.
He is going down to the left.
Can I efficient this? Efficiency pickaxe? No. That looks pretty good. I got a pretty good looking smoothie.
Yeah, I got really good looking cookies.
Now I have aura on me. Now I got black, I got white, what you want? Pina colada. It's so good. Pina colada. It's so buzz. No, bad figure. Bad figure. Bad figure. Bad figure. Bad figure. I guess he's figuring out where I am. Pina colada? Hey, you wanna see some cool? Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Please! Close.
I'm on fire.
That should be it. Is he stuck?
How dare you? How dare you paint that thing over here?
Oh, wow.
No.
Big Red such a skill issue. He's such a loser, pathetic, and nobody likes him.
Ah, yes.
Loser. Oh no! Wait, I'm sorry what I said. Did he know? Wait, I'm making food. I'm about to choke. I think you know what this means.
Continue to run. Hang to the mouth.
Ah, my head.
Yo, what's up?
Where's Goody? Here, take this really, really out of pocket thing.
Ah, yes. I love really, really, really out of pocket things. Oh man, nothing good.
I haven't played the mine in like 6-7 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, we were literally playing it like not that long ago.
I was? Holy moly, I really was. I just forgot we were at the mines during
Yeah.
when we beat it literally last night.
Yeah.
I mean, we beat Doors last night. Not Doors, but the game.
The hotel.
Mhm.
Okay, where are these sticks? These M&Ms. That's the second little stick. Ah, here's one.
Did you say these M&Ms?
No. I did not see these M&Ms.
Aw.
I had cookies though. Stickaroo. Come on. I got glue sticks. This thing's about to die, so is there batteries around? Batteries? No. Eh. Poor Gart. Let's go. No, no, no. Go back. My knees.
Money. Money.
Money. Alright, come on.
What's up?
Where are you? Yeah. So check. Ah yes. I love blocking the rooms without consequences. That's done. Move out of the way. 105. Over here. One oh six. Oh shoot.
What the hell? Forward.
No. Ow. I already died. Oh yeah, that's right. Dang it.
Don't worry, Elijah. You can have another revive. Thick.
Alright. No, you get healed. Look,
Whew.
am I? What?
Huh?
Okay,
I need heals.
I was just in the room where Holt is, but Holt was not there.
What, dude?
I know, right? Crazy. Look, glow stick.
I think Hulk got mad because I rage baited him last round. He wanted to get his revenge really bad.
But he only got me.
I swear, I was gonna say, if this is Rush, I'm actually about to crash out.
Okay, it sounded like Rush was coming.
What the? Okay,
I was
Elijah,
shooting
big teams over here. Big teams.
Yes! My favorite thing.
Oh! Oh! Dibs! 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 Ah. And then... I forgot, I could just keep this on me forever. I don't need this, so here, you can have it.
Where is it?
And I'll have this. And now let's go. I'm not trying to die with this, so let's make it count.
Yes. $111. No, okay.
I was about to pull a figure. I'm ready, control board.
There you go. I figure.
I guess he's really figured. I guess he's figured. Is figuring. Why he's over? I guess he's figuring. I guess he's figuring out why he's over there.
Oh yeah.
No lighters.
Okay. Rip. Oh my gosh, 2.
What are these? Anyways. What do these things do?
I don't know, man. Living skeleton key, and there's 2 of them here for some reason.
So that means they must be important or something. Oh wow.
I think they're for the takeout update. The takeout event. I don't know.
Oh, there's a giggle. Oh, he's right under. Screw.
Why no work?
That's screw. I'm hiding.
Hey, know what? Screw you. Right.
Oh, let's get in. Woo! You almost died.
Right. Alright, I got idea.
What is he doing?
Whoa.
Does it actually work on him? Because he's like getting a little mad.
What? A green
Ow!
too, right?
I didn't see it.
You literally just walked straight up to me.
I don't think he likes that. What's someone? Wait, one sec. Someone's calling. Maybe someone's calling me.
Is enforced. I got a call from the daycare saying my...
Don't worry.
On Thanksgiving, my uncle blocked the door. You're not family anymore. Leave. Behind him, my mom laughed, handing my seat to my sister's boyfriend. I nodded. Left. Sent the message I'd saved. 5 minutes later, half the table stood up and walked out. I was halfway up the porch steps, clutching the bottle of wine no one would drink, when the door cracked open. Uncle Ron stood there, arms crossed, blocking the entrance like a bouncer. You're not family anymore, Oliver, he said flatly. You need to leave. For a second, I actually laughed. I thought he was joking. Then I saw over his shoulder, my mom sliding 2 plates across the table, one of them with my name card. She handed it to Ava's boyfriend, a guy I'd met twice, and everyone clinked glasses like it was nothing. My chair, my seat. Gone before I'd even walked in. I'm serious, Ron added, that smug twitch in his mouth. You showing up just causes tension. I blinked. Causes tension? I haven't even stepped inside. He gave a fake sympathetic shrug. Let's not make this worse than it needs to be. Just head home. Behind him, my mom didn't flinch. Didn't call him off. Just raised her glass and took a sip. Eyes on me like she was watching bad TV. Something inside me cracked then. Quiet. Cold. I nodded. Stepped back. Walked down those steps with the bottle still in my hand. I drove 2 blocks, pulled over, and sat there shaking. Not from rage, something sharper. Final. Because I'd already prepared for this. For months, Maya, my cousin, the only one who ever treated me like I wasn't invisible, and I had whispered about the favoritism, the manipulation, the gaslighting no one admitted. She once said, if we ever wanted to break the illusion, all it would take is one spark. So I lit it. I opened my phone, pulled up the message I'd been saving. Not a rant, not a plea, just a 5-minute compilation of receipts, voice memos, screenshots, video clips, my mom telling Ava to take credit for my work, Uncle Ron laughing that I only showed up for handouts, an audio from my own birthday where they joked about forgetting me while I was sitting right there at the table. Silence between the cuts made it worse. The cruelty echoed. I hit send. 7 people. Maya, Daniel, Aunt Laura, a few family friends who'd always believed the glossy version of my mom. Then I sat there, engine idling, waiting. 5 minutes later, the front door flew open. Maya stormed out first, face red, then Daniel, his girlfriend, Aunt Laura's best friend. One by one, chairs scraped back. People walked. I couldn't hear the shouting inside, but I could imagine. My phone buzzed. Maya's voice crackled through before I could say hello. Oliver, what did you just do? You read it. Of course I read it. Uncle Ron's face went purple. Your mom tried to play dumb. Ava froze. Why didn't you tell me you were recording them? Because I didn't want you in the middle, she scoffed. I've been in the middle my whole life. But her voice dropped. Steadier now. I'm glad you did it. I exhaled, my grip on the wheel loosening. Cars began pulling out of the driveway. On the porch, my mom's voice rose, shrill, demanding. I couldn't make out the words, but I didn't need to. I'd heard them all before. Aunt Laura called next. Oliver, breathless, where are you? Down the street. Stay there. I'm coming. 5 minutes later, she slid into my passenger seat, eyes wide like she'd walked into a crime scene. I listened to everything, she whispered. I never knew it was that bad. You really didn't? I asked. I saw pieces, but your mom always said you twisted things. She didn't lie, I said quietly. She edited. Laura stared straight ahead. This is going to rip the family apart. Maybe it was already broken. That night, messages poured in. Some furious, some apologetic, some stunned into silence. My mom Mom didn't text, Ava didn't, Ron didn't, until the next morning when my mom posted a long Facebook status about betrayal, painting herself the victim. But this time something shifted. Maya commented, so did Daniel, then Laura, then others. Stories poured out. The illusion cracked wide open. By evening, I had 60 missed calls, voicemails full of pleading, guilt, rage. The last one was my mom, voice low, venom wrapped in honey. So, this is who you really are? I smiled to myself in the quiet, cold, final. No, I whispered to no one. This is who you made me become. On Thanksgiving, my uncle
Shaw! Get the... Shaw! Shaw! Get the... Get the... Shaw!
Introducing Mr. V. They won't accept him. They started attacking, finally leaving him alone. Bro, the green are helping him. They got him up. They started planning an attack on Orange. Attack day. He went in early. Bro cut him in half. It's happening. Cops came, arrested, fleeing, safe, kissing? They won't accept him.
So I fixed up the doors on my Lego refrigerator, but it's still dispensing black and orange ice. It kind of smells funny, and it's been making weird noises. That can't be good. Let's do a little more maintenance. So the ice thing probably just means we have to change the filter. We can go into the back of the fridge and just open this up. Well, that's not right. Get out of here. Let's put in a real water filter and pop it back in the fridge. Much better. I guess technically Pumpkinhead Man is a food person, so he can join the party. The weird noises sound like they're coming from the freezer. It's been a while since I've opened this. Oh no, our basement freezer is completely frozen over. Wait a second. Pizza Man? I keep telling him he can't spend all of his time in the basement. We're gonna have to melt all this ice. Luckily, it's still pretty hot here in Arizona, so we can take this whole thing outside and just open it up for a little bit. Okay, let's check it out. Let's take a look, and nice, all the ice melted. Come on, pizza guy. Go socialize with Watermelon. All right. Good as new. Now, I did forget to put the condiment shelves back on the door in the last video, but I'm pretty sure these are expired. So let's swap them out. I've been making a lot of stir fries recently, so we'll add some soy sauce, some mirin, big bottle of chili sauce, and a little thing of oyster sauce. And we'll make this one the electrolyte shelf with a jar of pickles and a bunch of sports drinks in the second best flavor, light blue. The best flavor being cucumber lime, obviously. And now our Lego refrigerator is as good as new. Hi, Master Builder Alec here with just a quick trip to the interpretation corner. Still not a corner? That's fine. In the video you just watched, I said that cucumber lime was the best flavor of sports drink. Now, that's just my interpretation. However, in this instance, I'm 95% sure that that opinion is backed with science. Now, you're free to interpret other flavors as the best.
Okay, advanced students, today we're going to be working on your Patronus charms or your attitudes, whichever one's worse. Let's see what you got. Expecto Patronus. Look, Billy's Patronus is a seagull. Yeah, it looks dumb. Jump off a bridge, Tommy. Okay, calm down, kids. It's not Billy's fault. Okay, seriously, can you shut that thing up? But it's my special bird, and it needs you to protect it right now from my special shotgun, okay? Put it away. Professor Schneider, Travis just passed me a note. Was it to tell you that snitches get stitches? Yeah, it was. It's real clever, Travis. Can't wait to tell your mother about it tonight. What? I told you to turn that thing off, Billy. I don't know how. Just stop the spell. It's like any spell. How's it still going? I don't know. If you don't figure it out, I will. I think it's broken. It will be broken. If you don't turn it off, Billy, I will guarantee. I can't. I don't have time for this. Ooh. Who's next? Okay, advanced students. Today we're going to be working on your Patronus charm.
Which is awesome. I love to see. We love... what was that interaction? I've never heard that before. Why are you even here? Bro, that reminds me of the Smiling Friends thing.
Dude, what the f***? Why are you f***ing here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife? Go home to your family, dude.
Which is awesome. I love to see. We love...
When my dad snapped, "You're not invited to Christmas this year," I calmly transferred back the $8,000 I'd sent him and canceled his chalet reservation. By morning, 31 missed calls, and one message made me laugh. I was halfway through unpacking Christmas decorations when Dad swirled his wine and said flatly, "You're not invited to Christmas this year." The room froze. Rachel smirked from the couch, clearly waiting for this moment. Mom gave me that pitying look she uses when she wants me silent. "What?" I asked, sure I'd misheard. "You heard me," Dad said, swirling his glass again. "It'll be family only. Less stressful without you," Rachel chimed in, smug. "Don't make a scene, Travis. Dad just wants peace and quiet. Mom added softly, maybe it's for the best, dear. We want harmony this year. My chest burned. I set the box down, nodded once, and walked out without a word. They thought I'd sulk, beginning, cry. But as I left, I remembered something very important. The $8,000 chalet reservation. The one booked under my name, with my card. The one Dad bragged about like it was his. At home, I sat at my laptop, pulled up the confirmation, and clicked cancel, full refund. $8,000 slid neatly back into my account. They erased me from Christmas, so I erased Christmas from them. By morning, my phone lit up with 31 missed calls and a dozen voicemails. The first was Dad, tense. Travis, there's been a mistake. The chalet isn't showing up on my account. Call them. Fix it. The second, angrier. This isn't funny. Undo it immediately. The last, furious. You've embarrassed me, Travis. Fix this. Now embarrassed him. That was his wound. Not cutting me out. Not Rachel bragging online. Just his image. By noon, Rachel texted, are you seriously doing this? All my friends know about the chalet. You're ruining Christmas for me. I didn't reply. Silence was louder. That evening, Mom appeared at my apartment with a casserole, letting herself in with a spare key I didn't know she still had. Travis, she said sweetly, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Your father didn't mean you weren't invited. Of course you are. If you fix this chalet mess, his reputation's on the line. And if I don't? I asked. Her smile thinned. Then you'll make things very difficult for this family. Do you want to ruin Christmas for your sister? Always Rachel. I walked her to the door without another word. 2 nights later, Dad came over himself. This time, not angry, charming, fake. He stood in my kitchen, pressed coat, bottle of wine. Listen, he said smoothly. About the other night, I was harsh. You can fix this. Just rebook the chalet, use your card, my name. In return, we'll talk about involving you more in family decisions. That's what you want, isn't it? I let silence stretch. His smile twitched. So let me get this straight, I said finally. You uninvited me, then rewrote the story, and now you want me to spend another $8,000 so Rachel doesn't look stupid? It's about family unity, he snapped. If you refuse, don't expect us to be there when you need us. I stared at him, cold. You were never there when I needed you. His jaw clenched. He left, wine unopened. 2 days later, my bank called. Fraud alert. Someone had tried booking a chalet using my account details. Billing name, my father's. The floor dropped out. They hadn't just manipulated me, they tried to steal from me. That was the last thread. At my grandparents' anniversary dinner, Rachel couldn't resist bragging. Christmas was a disaster because Travis bailed. Dad and I had to scramble my moment. I stood, calm, and connected my laptop to the projector. First slide, chalet confirmation, my name, my card, gasps. Second, cancellation notice, refund back to me. Third, Rachel's posts bragging about her chalet. Final, the bank fraud alert, with my father's name on it. This, I said evenly, pointing at the screen, is the truth. They told me I wasn't invited, so I canceled it. When they couldn't control me, they tried using my account without permission. Silence. A fork clattered. My uncle muttered, knew something was off. One of Dad's business friends shook his head. Unbelievable, Rachel stammered. Mom's face crumpled. Dad stood pale, fists clenched. I closed the laptop, slid it into my bag, and said only, Merry Christmas. Then I walked out. When my dad snapped, you're not...
My teacher locked us in during a tornado warning and blamed my deployed father when I tried to escape. My father's been deployed to Afghanistan for 8 months now, and being a military dependent in a small Kansas town means you stick out whether you want to or not. Everyone knows your business. Everyone has opinions about military families, and teachers either give you extra sympathy or expect you to be twice as disciplined as everyone else. My math teacher, Mr. Peterson, definitely fell into the second category. When those tornado sirens started blaring during our final exam, I figured we'd all head to the basement like every other tornado drill we'd done since kindergarten. The sky outside had turned that sick green color you only see right before the really bad storms hit, and you could hear debris already starting to hit the side of the building. Every other classroom was filing out toward the basement hallways, but Peterson walked over to our door, turned the deadbolt, and pocketed the key. Nice try, class. You're not getting out of this test with some weather drama. I've seen every trick in the book. My friend Sarah raised her hand, voice shaking. Sir, that's the actual tornado siren. The whole school is evacuating. We need to go downstairs right now. Peterson didn't even look up from his desk. I've lived in this town for 40 years. That's just a severe thunderstorm warning. Happens every spring. You have 35 minutes left on your exam. The wind outside started howling. Not regular wind, but this deep, unnatural howling that made the old windows rattle in their frames. You could hear debris hitting the side of the building. Thunk, thunk, gunk. I glanced at Jake, sitting next to me. His dad was the local meteorologist and had taught us all the tornado warning signs since we were kids. The hail that had been pounding the roof for 10 minutes suddenly stopped. Dead silence except for this weird, distant rumbling sound, like a freight train that was still miles away. Jake leaned over and whispered, that's rotation. There's definitely a tornado forming. Peterson's head snapped up. Mr. Williams, one more word and you all automatically fail this exam. I don't care if your father thinks he knows weather. The rumbling was getting closer, way closer. You could feel it now. This low vibration coming up through the floor tiles. Then the lights went out. Complete darkness for maybe 3 seconds before the emergency lighting kicked in, casting everything in this eerie red glow that made Peterson's face look demonic. Sarah stood up from her desk, her test paper scattering on the floor. I'm leaving. My mom is probably freaking out right now. Sit down immediately or you're expelled, Peterson shouted, but his voice cracked. He was getting scared too. Sarah walked straight to the door and tried the handle. Locked tight. Peterson was standing there like a prison guard, jingling the key in his pocket with this sick smile on his face. Nobody leaves until time is called. That's how tests work in the real world. I stood up and told him this was insane, that we needed to get to safety immediately, and my dad always said in emergencies you follow evacuation procedures no matter what anyone tells you. Peterson's expression changed completely when I mentioned my father. His face twisted into something ugly and mean. Your daddy's not here to save you from real consequences. Maybe if he cared more about his family than playing soldier overseas, you'd learn some discipline. The room went completely silent except for the freight train sound getting exponentially louder. I felt like I'd been slapped. This man had just attacked my deployed father, a man serving his country while this coward locked kids in a room during a natural disaster. Through the windows, you could see other kids from different classes running across the courtyard toward the main building, teachers hurrying them along. That's when we heard it. This massive crash crack from somewhere outside, like a gunshot but 100 times louder. A massive oak tree had just exploded against the side of the building. The whole room shook. Plaster dust started falling from the ceiling tiles. Jake jumped up from his desk, grabbed the red fire extinguisher from the wall mount, and without hesitation swung it straight into the door's window panel. Crash. Glass everywhere. The safety wire held most of it together, but there was a hole big enough to climb through. "Everyone out now!" Jake yelled over the roaring wind. Peterson lost his mind. "Vandalism! That's expulsion for everyone! I'm calling your parents! I'm calling the police!" But we were already moving. Sarah went through first, careful of the jagged edges, then me, then 3 other kids. Peterson was literally screaming about property damage and lawsuits as we squeezed through one by one. We ran down the hallway, emergency lights strobing, ceiling tiles starting to buckle from the pressure changes outside. The stairwell was packed with kids from other floors all heading down. We hit the basement just as we heard this sound I'll never forget, like the entire world was being torn in half right above our heads. The tornado ripped the roof clean off our classroom and the chemistry lab next door and half the second floor. Peterson was found 25 minutes later by the fire department, still sitting at his desk covered head to toe in pink insulation and broken glass. Somehow completely uninjured but in total shock. He turned in his resignation letter the next day. Jake got a medal from the fire chief for his quick thinking. I never told my father what Peterson said about him when he called that night to check on me after hearing about the tornado on the news. Some things you just carry by yourself. But every time I think about that man attacking my deployed father while putting our lives in danger, I get furious all over again. My teacher locked us in during a tornado warning.
At my birthday, Mom stood up and declared, "Sell your house and give the money to your sister's baby fund. She needs it more." Cousins cheered, Dad smiled, Sis faked tears. I raised my glass, read a bank message, and every fork dropped. I never thought my own birthday would feel like a setup. But the second my mom tapped her wine glass and cleared her throat, I felt the trap snap shut. The table went quiet. Balloons sagged against the ceiling. The cake sat untouched on the counter, and I braced myself. "We all agree, Evan should sell his house and give the money to your sister's baby fund," my mom announced, voice cheery but sharp. "She needs it more." Laughter, applause, clinking glasses. Not nervous laughter, the kind that says he'll cave. I stared at her, at them, my cousins clapping like seals. My dad raising his glass like he was proud. My sister dabbing at fake tears, whispering thank you like she was already cashing the check. Heat crawled up my neck. Who does this? Who stages an ambush with wine and balloons? "Don't you think it's time you did something for the family?" Mom pressed. "Your sister's baby needs a proper home. You live alone. It's not like you need all that space." That hit like a slap. I live alone because I like peace. Because I worked myself raw to build it. But to them, I'm just an ATM with a roof. Aunt leaned in, syrupy voice. "Think of it as your gift to the next generation. A blessing." Every eye pinned me. My glass shook in my hand. My sister sniffled. "I can't believe you'd even hesitate. Matt lost his job. We're barely making rent. You're comfortable. This would change everything for us." Comfortable. As if I hadn't eaten noodles for a year to scrape my down payment together. As if overtime and skipped vacations were luck. My dad grinned. "You're the man now. Step up. Do right by your family." And suddenly I saw it. This wasn't a suggestion. It was an intervention. They'd chosen my birthday as the stage for my public shaming. The air was heavy, charged. My chest was tight. I didn't move. I didn't shout. Instead, I unlocked my phone. "I actually got some news this morning," I said, standing. My mom's smile widened. My sister straightened. The room leaned in. I cleared my throat and read, "The bank is confirming the transfer of funds you requested has been completed. Full amount $428,000. Your mortgage has been paid off in full, and your house deed will be mailed to you within 5 business days." Silence. Utter, total silence. My mom's smile froze, brittle. My sister's tears evaporated. My dad coughed into his glass, nearly choking. Forks hovered midair like suspended weapons. I let it hang. Let them feel it. My house, free and clear. Mine. Untouchable. "You're asking me to sell something that's now completely mine," I said evenly. "Nearly $500,000 because you, what, took a vote when I wasn't in the room?" No one spoke. Even the kids in the living room went quiet. Finally, Mom recovered. "That's wonderful news, sweetheart. And now it's even easier. You can sell it for full value and give your sister a fresh start." I laughed. Sharp, hollow. "Did you not hear a single word I read?" My cousin Mark piped up nervously. "Hey man, think of it as an investment in family happiness. You'll be Uncle Evan, the hero, I repeated, my voice flat. "For making myself homeless?" My sister's face twisted. "You wouldn't be homeless. You could rent. It's just the two of you." "Me," I cut in. "It's just me. And renting is exactly what I worked to escape." The words tumbled out, heat rising with every syllable. "Do you have any idea how long I saved for this house? How many nights I worked late? How many weekends I skipped? How many things I gave up so I could finally own something that was mine? And you sit here on my birthday and tell me to throw it away because you decided my life is negotiable?" My dad raised his hands. "Nobody's saying you have to. We're just saying it would be the right thing. The right thing. Always their weapon. Their leash." I leaned forward, voice low but cutting. "Funny, the right thing never seems to go both ways in this family." The room cracked with silence. My mom's jaw tightened. My sister's face burned. No one dared speak. I raised my glass, finished the last sip, and set it down with deliberate care. Then I looked straight at them, at all of them, and let the words drop cold and final. "You want me to sell my house?" Here's my answer, over my dead body. At my birthday, Mom stood up.
You know how you can stand on the happy gas like a normal block? Well, it's actually only solid when the player is on top of it, which is actually really useful. Like if you throw an item on the happy gas while standing on it, the item will just land on top. But if you step off the happy gas, the item will fall through. This doesn't seem too useful, except for the fact that it also works with mobs. If you're standing on a happy gas with other mobs and walk off, the mobs will fall through. So what you can do is dig a hole in the ground and lead a happy gas to it. Then you can dig further down and attach the happy gas to a fence. Since the happy gas is exactly 4 blocks long, it will fit perfectly in the hole. Now you have an entrance to your house that you can walk on, but any mob will fall through. You know how you can stand on the happy gas like a
Lucas.
If a
No,
player
I
goes to
wanna-
all 128 strongholds and breaks the end portal
Bro,
with
I
every
have such
single
good
one,
loot.
it should be impossible
Can't
to
die
go
with
to
it.
the end and beat the game. Or is it? Since
Talking
every
like
single
Meshuggah
portal
now.
throughout the entire
Meshuggah,
world
what
is
have you done to
broken,
me?
there's no way to reach the end. At least that's what you think. Because there's a glitch that lets you reach the end, even in the world where every end portal is broken.
Oh my
Back in
gosh!
1.12,
Run,
players
kills.
discovered that if you filled a chunk with 256 different blocks, Minecraft had to build a special registry to keep track of them. Then, players created a redstone setup called an asynchronous observer.
Elijah, I
A
almost died.
huge
Luckily, pills came in clutch. Bro, Elijah, the thing on my 6th slot is so overpowered. The thing that I'm holding right now is so overpowered. It's it's a lockpick and shears.
Pilots, what's the dumbest complaint a passenger filed mid-flight? I was flying from Denver to Miami when 30 minutes into the flight, a passenger hit the call button 17 times in a row. The flight attendant came back looking defeated and said this woman in 14B wanted to speak to the pilot immediately about an urgent safety concern. I'm thinking medical emergency, mechanical issue, maybe she saw something wrong with the wing. I had my co-pilot take over and went back to see what was happening. This woman stood up, pointed at me, and announced to the entire cabin that I was flying too high. She said she could tell because her ears popped, and that only happens when you exceed legal altitude limits. I explained that ears pop from normal pressure changes, and we were at standard cruising altitude. She pulled out her phone and showed me a compass app. This proves we're at 50,000 feet. Ma'am, that's a compass. It doesn't measure altitude. She said I was lying to cover up my reckless flying. Then she demanded I descend to a reasonable height of no more than 1,000 feet. I explained that would mean flying through buildings. She said that's propaganda from big aviation to justify their expensive fuel charges. She went back to her seat, but 5 minutes later, the attendant was back. The woman had written a formal complaint on napkins, demanding I be arrested upon landing for altitude fraud. She'd gotten 3 other passengers to sign it by telling them we were in danger. One guy asked me if it was true we were flying illegally high. I showed him the actual altitude on my tablet. He said, that's exactly what someone flying too high would say. 20 minutes later, she hit the call button again. This time she had a tape measure pressed against the window, claiming she was measuring the distance to the ground. She said based on her calculations, we were at least 70,000 feet, which was basically space. I asked how she was measuring through a window. She said she had special vision from years of yoga, but she wasn't done. She stood up and announced she was making a citizen's arrest on me for reckless endangerment. She actually tried to come into the cockpit with plastic zip ties she'd brought from home. The air marshal had to step in, and she accused him of being part of the conspiracy. She said we were all in the pocket of Big Cloud, trying to hide that planes regularly fly in illegal airspace. Then came the master plan. She tried to open the emergency exit to let in some ground-level air because the high altitude was making everyone stupid. A flight attendant tackled her, and she screamed that this was assault, and she'd sue the entire airline industry. While being restrained, she yelled that physics was a scam invented by airlines to charge more for higher flights. We had to make an emergency landing in Dallas. As they escorted her off, she kept yelling that she had evidence I'd flown above the legal limit. The evidence? Her ears had popped twice instead of once. She demanded a drug test for me, but specifically for altitude drugs. The police asked what those were. She said, if you don't know, you're not qualified to arrest me. The formal complaint she filed was incredible. It accused me of flying at 90,000 feet, breaking the sound barrier without permission, and intentionally giving passengers altitude sickness to sell more drinks. She claimed I was part of a secret program to test how high planes could fly before people noticed. Her proof? The clouds looked smaller than usual. She also included a diagram drawn on a barf bag showing how I'd secretly flown to space and back without telling passengers. The trajectory showed us doing a loop-de-loop around the moon. She calculated that we should have landed 2 hours earlier, so I must have taken a detour through the stratosphere for fun. The best part was her solution. She demanded all planes install altimeters in every seat so passengers could monitor rogue pilots like me. She wanted a constitutional amendment limiting flights to 500 feet maximum, and she insisted I pay her $50,000 for the trauma of being flown at illegal heights. The airline sent me her follow-up complaint a week later. She'd hired a lawyer who was obviously her teenage son. His letterhead was in Comic Sans and cited airplane law, which doesn't exist. He threatened to take the case to the Supreme Court of Aviation unless I admitted to flying at twice the legal height. The legal height, according to him, was whatever doesn't make ears pop. Last I heard, she was banned from all airlines after trying to bring an altitude measuring device onto a Spirit flight. The device was a yardstick taped to a level. She claimed it could detect illegal flying patterns. They found her in the bathroom trying to access the cargo hold to install it. The complaint is now framed in our break room. My favorite part is where she wrote, the pilot's refusal to fly lower proves he's hiding something, probably a second secret altitude. Pilots, what's the dumbest complaint a passenger filed mid-flight? I was flying from...
Alright.
Pilots.
Alright, Europe, World War III is happening. What do we do?
Okay, first things first, let's take over India. The hell? Well, I have just one idea.
Please don't call them.
Oh, hey there, guys, we got your text. We're excited to show the difference between nice and polite. Hello, Canada.